Hey guys, Jen here. So I'm up in my room. I can't do a live, so I'm just coming on here to share with you um, some recent developments I've been noticing with my symptoms according to wheat. So today, I've been getting extremely irritable, sensitive to little things that shouldn't really bother me, like somebody, my grandma didn't hear me say one thing and I was getting very agitated. Stuff that I normally am like, okay, I can understand because she can't hear, or things like that. Or, like, I'll put something somewhere and then I'll, like, trip over this, or there'll be stuff in the way and I just get really agitated. Or I'm trying to find something and I can't find something. Stuff like that. And it definitely has to do with what I believe is my body is craving wheat again. And I've kind of reduced it because I was eating the bagels for 3 days prior, and last night I ate my rice. I didn't have any, after my appointment, I didn't have any wheat. This morning, what did I have this morning for breakfast? I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. Oh, I had my TV dinner. Well, it was more like lunch because I had it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I slept in. But, so I ended up having that. That had a little bit of wheat in it because it had stuffing with it. So it was like a turkey stuffing thing. I call it my Thanksgiving dinner, TV dinner. It wasn't the one I normally do, but it's similar. So it did still have a little bit of wheat in it. It wasn't like cold turkey, because if I try to do cold turkey, it ends up being really hard. And then I'm like thrown in so many directions and I'm like, bleh! So I just want to come on here and share with you guys that even like day one, I'm not doing a cold turkey. I'm gonna end up doing July 1st. So I'm gonna try to do that when I'm gonna go shopping this next week, and get all my stuff. I've already written like a list out of what I have to do. I have to get a lot more fruits and vegetables. Do just mainly chicken and hamburger patties. Do pita rolls and wraps. Do a couple things like that, and then just for my munchies, I'll do like just a container of fruits, and things like the cantaloupe, strawberries, things like that, to get my sugar intake and stuff like that. A lot of other things I'll start doing more and more in my crock pot, with putting the rice in my crock pot and letting it simmer. While being in the crock pot, I have it go for like 5 hours. No, 6 hours, I think. I just sit it there and it goes all day, but it tends to overdo it, so maybe I'll cut back and maybe do a 4 hour, because I won't be gone all day as much now like I used to be. And that way it won't overkill it, because before it was just like overcooking it, where it was just like minced, which is okay because I can also, do my Miracle Whip and make my minced chicken salad or something like that. And I need to start doing more potato salad and things like that, and getting that all organized and get that down to earth and stuff. So there's going to be a lot of different things, but I just want to come on here and say, if you're following me and you understand what I'm going through, and this is my journey, I'm going to be documenting it as much as I can. And I just want to be straight up with you and saying that, yeah, I am definitely noticing fluctuations in my irritability and my craving for wheat. Like, I'll go downstairs and I'll see like the bread and stuff, and I'll be like, I just want to freaking really quick eat this, or I'll have pasta. Like tonight we're making pasta. Mom's making pasta. So it's like a pasta side. So I figured, get that all out of the house. Eat it now while I can, so that I'm like kind of like cheating my thing. But I definitely notice it's flaring up my throat and my lymph node, and I've got canker sores in my mouth now, which I haven't had in a while. And my teeth are getting weird again. So I definitely noticed that it's causing some issues again. So, and the fact that I think all of a sudden I've just been dealing with a lot of other different things around here, doing a lot of things, going here and going there, which I wasn't doing before either, so it's putting a little more stress on me. But I'm getting things done. I'm walking the dog more. I'm doing all this other stuff. So I definitely am noticing what you would consider addiction symptoms. Stuff that like people who are into like hardcore drugs or things like that, who crave things, addictions. Like for my food addiction, it's yeah, it's messing with my head. I'm not as straight focused as I was. I'm trying to drink more water. Not exactly going very well with that one, I have to admit. I'm being transparent here. Actually, I'm drinking some pop right now to keep my energy fields up. I drank my Ninja right earlier and it was good, but because I do that as a supplement now until I can get my health back up to where it needs to be so that it can become better and work the way it's supposed to, because right now it's just maintaining my health to where it, like, borderline is. So, I'm doing that, and then I'm doing a couple other things. So, by the way, if you haven't followed me on YouTube, I have my YouTube channel is where I'm going to upload this, and you can find me on Facebook. Hit the share button on Facebook, share the video if you want to, or whatever, just comment or whatever what you're doing. Hit the subscribe. I'd love to hear what you guys have. I'd love to share with you. You subscribe, I'll subscribe to you back again. I just want to get the message out there that if I can do this, and it's a hard road, but you can do this, and it's for our health. I don't like the fact that people are just putting their health on the back burner, and then we're becoming a society where the rest of us, as we get old, we have a society of just everybody's got these issues and this issue, and, it's crazy. And these pharmaceutical companies are banking big bucks, on, our illnesses. And instead of being a society that is preventative measure society for preventative issues, it's becoming a managing symptom society. So it's not really like we're gonna help you not get this. It's more of you have this, so we're gonna give you all these different things so that you can maintain your symptoms, but it's gonna give you extra symptoms on top of that, so we can bank more bucks because we can continue giving you all these pills and different things that won't help you, but it'll hurt you in the long run, might help this a little bit. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a freaking bleeding wound that's like an orifice, and it's like you're losing blood by the minute, and you just put a Band-Aid on it. No, you need to tourniquet it, and you need to stop it right away. So sometimes cold turkey is the way to go for that. I'm not that good at going cold turkey right now with my stuff, but also being vigilant and knowing what your triggers are and staying away from those triggers. It's hard, guys, I know it, but this shit needs to be, this needs to be said. We need to get real, people. We need to get seriously real with ourselves and everybody else. We can no longer be a society of, I know this is going to step on some people's toes, but I need to be real with you. We can no longer be a society where we're going to be like, I don't want to offend you, and I don't want to do that, and it's too lazy. You will put the time in if you really believe in it. You wouldn't want to not put the time in for your kids, so why don't you put the time in for yourself or your pets? If your pet, had to go to the vet, you'd give the money to go to the vet. Well, why don't you give the money to put it into your health? These excuses of, I don't have enough money for this. You do. You're just putting the money in different sections. So you always have the money, you're just putting different priorities into it. So we need to reorganize our lives, start figuring out what are the main priorities, and do that. If it's not a priority for you, then that's fine, that's up to you, but I don't want to be hearing about all the complaints of, I have this condition, I have that condition, I have this and this and that. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm probably stepping on a bunch of people's toes right here, but this needs to be said. We have preventative measures. People need to shape up and start doing it. I don't have any money right now. I'm still using my Young Living stuff. I'm still going with what I have. I'm scraping by, and I'm getting my Young Living. I'm sticking with my health, because that is a priority. If I don't take care of my health now, I'm not going to have my health to help somebody else out in the future. They're going to have to end up helping me out, and that's not nice to them, and that's not what I want. I don't want to be living on a couch having this issue and that issue because I can't get off of the couch and do what I want to do and live my life. That's not life. I don't want to be a pawn for the system of the government and big pharmaceuticals and things like that. Anyways, I'm sorry if I'm getting, heated, but this really hits home for me, and it's a big thing, especially now since I've been noticing my symptoms and issues, and I've woken up to what is happening. We need to wake up, people. We need to wake up and stop putting our heads in the sand like an ostrich. Okay? Yeah, I said it. Get your asses together and organize your lives, because this shit needs to happen. But anyway, I digress. I'm no longer gonna be sitting here tiptoeing around the issue. Like, you can unfriend me, guys, if you want. You can do whatever you want. Of course there's gonna be haters. Haters will always hate. And usually the reason why haters hate is because they know you're doing something right for yourself, and they're too afraid to do it from themselves, because they can't see past their own ego. Okay? They need to sit down and reevaluate the situation and be like, okay, well, I don't like what they're doing. Why don't I like what they're doing? Okay? What is it triggering in me causing this that I'm like, okay, then go deeper. You know, people don't they use excuses that they don't have time to go in and do the work for themselves and doing all that. We need to make the time, because if you don't, it will never happen, and you will always be miserable and fighting life and being afraid of this thing happening or that thing, or, you know, looking back at what you used to have when you were a kid and, you know, being like, I can't do that now because I have this. You can do it. You just got to rearrange your life. It is possible. You just have to be available to do it, and you want to do it. Okay? Because, like, if you want those candies and those things, you will go and you will scrape your last dime and stuff, and you will get that candy or whatever you want. Or that jewelry or whatever. It's just a matter of a drive and wanting to do that and making room for it. I mean, it is what it is. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta go eat my last bits of stuff so I can end up detoxing myself out for July. So I'm gonna get it all in now. Get all my cravings out. Prep my whole room. Get my whole room and my living situation organized so I can get to it and not have excuses. See, I'm making the time now to do it. It's not easy, and it's not fun, and it takes energy and time, but I'm putting the time in, and I'm doing it because I value myself. Because if I'm not healthy, I can't help anybody else around me. It's like when you're on that airplane, you put an oxygen mask on, you put it on yourself before you put it on somebody else. Because if you were, like, focusing on trying to breathe, you can't go and try to put it on somebody else because you're not going to have enough oxygen to put it on somebody else. Because you're losing cells, you know, doing that. So you make sure you're okay. And you can't pour from your own cup if you don't have your cup full. Okay? So you got to work on yourself. You got to be okay with yourself. You got to be okay with people not liking things. You got to be okay with that. I was when I was a kid, not, and then I wasn't when I went corporate world and I got out there and I started getting jaded and being brainwashed by the society, and then I got out of that because I'm like, I value myself more, and now I'm understanding what's going on. I saw both sides of it. Okay? So anyways, I'm sympathetic to everybody. I understand different things that are going through. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth needs to be revealed, and it needs to be said. I'm a truth seeker, and I'm a truth teller. So sometimes the truth hurts, and I will say it, everybody knows, I will say it like it is, usually. It's very rare occasions where I won't. But yeah, I'll give you the advice, and sometimes you're not going to like the advice, but it's the advice that needs to be said. And it's the truth. It's up to you to whether or not you want to admit to it or take it to the next level, but don't come back to me saying, well, this didn't work, because I'm going to say, well, did you take my advice? Well, and if you say no, then I'm going to be like, well, that's why it didn't work. Sorry. Being real with you. I can't waste my time on somebody who doesn't want to actually do something that they want to do and then come and just complain to me about how their life sucks. Okay? Your life sucks because you're not doing anything about it, or you have all these other things that you're not being able to sit down and evaluate your life and what is the main priority to you and put all your energy and your field into that, and then let the other stuff fall off to the wayside, because we're living in a society where we think we need everything. We don't need everything. Simplicity is better. Okay, guys? I've been getting rid of a lot of shit since I had to move back in with my grandparents, and yeah, it's humiliating having to live back in with my grandparents, but you know what? I was humble. I accepted it. I was very glad that there's a roof over my head and I don't have to pay rent right now. Of course, in turn for rent, I have to do other things, help them out and stuff. But it's actually bringing me back to source and bringing me back to understanding about caring for other people versus what corporate America has trained me to be, or trained us to be, you know. So it's just a bunch of changing your mindset, getting out there, being real with yourself, and understanding what your priorities are. If your priorities aren't that, then that's fine. Then you go on your life and you do that. I'm just saying, I can't jam with the people that aren't jamming and then complaining about why they're not jamming. So, anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta go help Mom with dinner because she can't see, and I don't want broken glass and all that all over the floor, and other things. So, it's one of my other things for being here. And, yeah. Catch you guys on the flip side. Like I said, if this video resonates with you, feel free to share it. I'd love for everybody to get the message out and stuff, because we need to also be seriously real with each other. We can't, I don't know who put this whole having a trophy for participation because they feel bad about somebody else not feeling good. I get the concept with that, but in reality, this is a tough situation. Nothing's fair in this life. And we need to know that. We can't raise our kids saying, oh, it's going to be fair and everything's going to be even, because when they get out in the real world, they're going to be smacked in the face with it, and it does not do them justice. We need to show them what real life is. It's a dog-eat-dog-eat world out there, and unfortunately, that's the way it is. Unless you don't want that, you have to go to the other side or, pass from this physical realm. So, anyways. But I gotta go because there's a lot more in my head that I could say, and it would probably piss a bunch of people off, but I'm not gonna go there because this is not for that. Alright, guys. Love, light, and blessings. Sorry if I stepped on toes, or not sorry, actually, because shit needs to be said, and we need to start becoming real with each other. Alright. Talk to you later. Bye.